Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of It's Davy's World. Thank you all for tuning in, and I just wanted to do this video and do a quick life update as I've decided to change my healthy eating stroke lifestyle stroke diet, and I wanted to share with you all the reasons why. I'd be really interested in your comments and obviously what you think as well, so if you could leave me some comments down below, that would be absolutely great. But anyway, as you all know, I follow Slimming World and I have done for a number of years now. Over time, I've slowly started to see that I'm losing the passion for food optimizing. I'm starting to lose interest in it and I've just fallen completely out of love with it. It's becoming an absolute chore every single day, and if I'm honest, I don't think it's something I can follow for the rest of my life. Now, I've always looked at my eating as a lifestyle plan and not as a diet. I never look at things as on plan and off plan. I always look at those as my way of life for the rest of my life. And all the time that I was maintaining and sticking within my target weight, that was fantastic. It was working amazing for me and I was over the moon. But in May of this year, obviously I lost my beautiful mum and I binged really badly and I turned to food for comfort. Now that has resulted in a 2.5 stone weight gain. Now I need to get that weight gain off. I feel uncomfortable, I feel disgusting. My clothes are really tight on me and some of them don't fit me anymore. So I need to get that weight off, or some of that weight off, and get back into those clothes again, feel comfortable again, feel confident again, and get back to a happy place. So I've obviously changed my mindset in terms of maintaining to trying to lose some weight, still keeping it as a lifestyle and not as a diet, but I've not been losing any weight. I've lost maybe £2 one week, maintained the next week, then gained the week after, then maintained, then lost, then gained. And I've just been playing with the numbers each and every week, and it's absolutely soul destroying when you know that you have followed that food optimizing 100%. You have followed it to the letter, you have stuck within your sins, you have carefully weighed and measured your healthy extras, you know, you're being accurate with your sins, you're eating a third of speed food with every single meal, you're turning to speed food as a snack, and you're not getting no weight loss, you're not seeing any results, but yet you've got people in that group that are losing 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds a week, and they're boasting about having a kebab as well and having chocolates and don't know how I got away with this, and it's just, as I said, just soul destroying. Now I know that you'll get that in any weight loss club that you go to, but it really cuts you when you know that you're trying your hardest and nothing seems to work. So I've been thinking about it for quite a while, and obviously been more and more disappointed as each week has gone on and the results haven't been there. They've been non-existent. So it's been something that's been in the back of my mind. Now also, I'll share with you all, I'm not sure if I've done a video about this previously. Now a couple of years ago, I applied to be a Slimming World consultant. Now I had lost the majority of my weight online, so not going to any groups, doing it solely online. I eventually, once I got to my target, I decided to switch to a group membership. So switched to group, absolutely loved group, went there every single week and loved the consultant, loved the group dynamic, loved image therapy. And I just thought, you know what? I want to be a consultant. I would love to do this. I'd love to be up there and inspiring people and, you know, being a product of Slimming World. I'd be so proud to represent that company and the plan. And I applied to be a consultant. Now I went through to interview stage, had an interview, went absolutely amazing, went really well. Probably the best interview I've ever had in my life. And I came away from there buzzing. I literally was so excited. I'd kind of got myself geared up to what I was going to do, and how I was going to run my groups, and all these little strategies that I was going to put into place. And then a couple of weeks later, I then got the letter from the lady that interviewed me, and she basically said, you hold such great qualities. You've got every quality that we would look for in a consultant. However, you haven't been in group long enough, and we would prefer you to have been in group a little bit longer to kind of get the beauty of image therapy, to understand how groups run. She kind of advised that I help my consultant do things like weigh in, running the corner shop, taking the money, obviously welcoming new members. So kind of just trying each and every job within group, and then once I'd got a bit more experience, then to reapply. Which I've kind of, I stuck there, stayed within group, just to build up that knowledge. I started helping my consultant, and just in the hope that I was going to then become a Slimming World consultant. So obviously, as I said, May this year my mum passed away, and I regained some weight. So went back to group, and during that time I wanted to find out whether or not next year I could reapply to be a consultant. So I contacted head office, and they said that they would get the area manager to give me a call back, because everyone seemed to say that that if you wasn't successful once, obviously you can reapply again. So the area manager for the area that I live in phoned me, and she basically said that I'm sorry that you've been misled, but the way Slimming World works is we wholeheartedly believe in our recruitment process, and if you wasn't successful once, then you wouldn't be successful ever, and you'd never be invited back for an interview. I tried to explain to her that it wasn't that I wasn't successful because of not possessing the right qualities. It was simply because I needed a bit more experience within group, and could she just go back and have a look at those notes, because it was a different area manager than what was there previously. So obviously it was someone new that I was talking to. I'd say, can you go back and look at the notes just to get some idea of what that interviewer had put down? And she just said, no, there is no point. Obviously you was unsuccessful, and we look for certain qualities, and if you don't possess them once, there's something that you're born with, and basically you more than likely won't possess those qualities now. As I said, I tried to have a lengthy discussion with her as to why I wasn't successful, but she wasn't interested. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not me throwing my toys out the pram. That's not me saying, oh, they don't want me to be a consultant, so I don't want to be a member. Because I kind of, despite how disappointed I was, and despite how upsetting that was, it was a decision that was made, and something that's out of my control. So, I've carried on, I've continued to follow the plan, and continue to spread the Slimming World word, because I genuinely do think it is an amazing plan. So that, although that affected me slightly, it wasn't going to derail me. It wasn't going to stop me from getting to where I want to be. So I've carried on, soldiered on, and each week, as I say, there's been no change on the scales, and if I'm honest, it's made me feel more crapper. It's made me feel rubbish. It's affected me mentally as well. And I know I've got weight to lose now. I know that, my clothes don't fit me. I don't feel comfortable. And I need to get that love back for what I'm doing. And I just don't have that with Slimming World. That love has slowly gone. And I can't continue following something that I don't have any belief in. So that is the reason why I'm going to move away from Slimming World. Now, I would never bash Slimming World up. I'm never ever going to have a bad word to say about it, because I do think it is an amazing plan, and I do think that had I not have regained the weight, I probably would have stuck with Slimming World, because I was maintaining every week. Obviously when it comes to needing to lose the weight, it isn't there. There are some parts of Slimming World that I don't agree with. I don't agree with the unlimited free food, and I never have, because I do know that people overeat. I've certainly overeaten as well. The fact that things are free and they can be eaten in unlimited quantities is ludicrous to even to even kind of put across to people, because people will test the limits, and everything that we eat and drink has calories. So whether that be a strawberry or whether that be a cupcake, everything has got calories, and unlimited amounts of food and I've always looked at it as it is free food, however it still contains calories. So I've always been moderate in what, I've kind of always moderated what I've eaten, and kind of always given myself that looking at a plate and thinking, right, okay, well, that looks like that looks rough. And I've always kind of looked at it and calorie counted it, if you like, in terms of doing my further speed food, and then carbs and then protein. So I've always moderated my food, my plate, whereas I know a lot of people don't, which is obviously another thing that's quite upsetting when you are watching what you're eating, and you're being careful with what you're eating, and you're being and you're kind of looking at it as as calories, and not just as unlimited free food, and you're not getting any results. Whereas you've got people who say that they're eating jacket potatoes until they're coming out of their ears, that are losing weight, and you just think, oh, bloody hell, why does nothing work for me? So as I said, there are elements that I don't agree with, and elements that that do kind of frustrate me, because I do think that portion control isn't there. I do think that members could be taught the importance of portion control, the importance of calories, or not even calories, but the importance of moderating your food, and not just eating things for the sake of it. So I do think that teaching could be a bit better, but all of that said, Slimming World is still an amazing plan, and I do think that it has got a great success rate, but I just think that once you've lost the majority of your weight, it then does become a lot harder, and if it's not working for you, then you need to address the reasons why. So I've had a long hard think, and I've decided to switch over to WW, which is also which is Weight Watchers, but obviously they've rebranded and called themselves WW. Now today is Monday the 11th of November, and today was the launch of the new WW plans. So they've launched a blue plan, a purple plan, and a green plan. Now what I love about that concept is that it's not one size fits all. It's 3 different approaches that will suit people that will suit people differently. So with Slimming World, I've always said that I can't understand how me and someone else who is probably, let's say, 5-6 stone heavier than me is on the same plan. We're on the same amount of sins. We are having the same amount of healthy extras, and we're having the same, the plan is generic for everybody. So what I love about this new WW approach is that there are free plans to follow, which will suit people, which will suit everybody, so I've decided to follow the blue plan, which is kind of in the middle of Slimming World and Weight Watchers WW, in terms of counting. So I'm going to get a list of over 200 0-point foods which don't need to be weighed or counted. Again, a great thing about the WW plan is, it does state, remember, you know, these are 0 point foods, but they are not 0 calories, which I think is a great, you know, a great way of educating people that they are there to allow you to eat, you know, without counting, but you need to also be mindful that they do contain calories. So I've decided to follow the blue plan. Now, you can switch those plans up. I think WW advises that you follow those plans or your chosen plan for a minimum of 2 weeks to kind of get your body used to it, to get you used to the plan, and to see how you deal with, or how the plan fits into your lifestyle. So the beauty of it is you can switch and change, you can find what works for you, you know, and you can build that in as your lifestyle. I followed Weight Watchers many years ago, and I lost 8.5 stone with the original points plan. I absolutely loved Weight Watchers, absolutely. I lived it, I breathed it. It was my life. I really did. Then I got into a relationship and gained weight, and then I kind of stopped following diets, and you know, it all, the weight all piled back on. Now the weight piled back on not because I stopped, not because it was unsustainable, but because I went back to my old eating habits, which you got, you know, it's obvious. You got to the weight, I got to the weight I was because of what I was eating. So the moment I reintroduced that food again, of course I'm going to gain weight. So I loved Weight Watchers many years ago, always have, and I think that as I've gone into Slimming World, that is why I've always questioned the unlimited pasta, the unlimited potatoes, the unlimited rice, you know, that is why I've always questioned those kind of things, because I know that they are, you know, they was always higher in points. So, you know, it's always kind of given me a great foundation in life, you know, towards eating, and towards my food choices. So I just thought that, you know, the launch of this new program, they call it now the My WW, which I think is amazing, because then it's just telling you that it's your way, it's how you want to follow it, it's what's best for you, what suits you, what fits into your lifestyle, and that really does appeal to me. So I'm going to go along to a workshop tomorrow. So I'm going to go to my very first workshop that I'd ever gone to, and back then it was called meetings. Going back to my first ever meeting that I ever went to, with the same leader, although they're now called coaches, but with the same leader that I had, that I lost 8.5 stone of my weight with, and I'm going to go along tomorrow, so I'm quite excited about that. So I've joined online today, and I've kind of had a little look at the plan, I've had a little read through it, I've seen what they consider as 0 point foods, and I've kind of given it a bit of a shot today, and just to see how I deal with the day and how the day goes for me. So I'm gonna just keep this going. I'm gonna keep updating you all how my weigh-ins go. They're not called weigh-ins actually, they're called check-ins. Groups are called workshops, leaders are called coaches, online is called digital. So there's lots of new jargon that I've got to get used to. But as I said, I'm going to keep this video vlog going. I'm going to update you all of my life. I'm going to try and do some what I eat in a day videos. I'm going to give you the lowdown on the plan once I get all of the booklets and everything tomorrow. So I hope you all follow me. I hope that you all enjoy my new approach. Obviously, I'd really appreciate your comments and what you all think. So if you could leave me some comments down below, that would be amazing. I know that I've got a lot of following on Instagram through Slimming World, and I hope that those people still follow me, because I don't look at them as Slimming World followers. I look at those as, you know, followers, as friends, as people that, you know, that basically are on my journey with me. So I do hope that, you know, I can continue to inspire people and that people still enjoy my content. But I thought it was quite important for me to update my life, and to share this journey with you all. So as of today, I want to lose 2 stone, I think 2 stone 10 pound I want to lose, but I'm going to start off with very small increments. So I'm going to start off with 10 pound, which will get me into the next stone barrier. So that's going to be my first goal. As I said, my overall target would probably be around 2.5 stone. That will be my overall target, but I'm not going to aim for that first. I'm just going to try and break those down into small achievable increments, and I hope that that will keep me focused and keep me on track. So I will update you all. I will keep you all informed of what I'm doing, how my day's going, what plan, if I get on with blue or if I decide to change to green or to purple. But yeah, I thought that I would keep this as my journey, and I hope that you all enjoy the new chapter in It's Davy's world. So thank you all for watching. Sorry if I waffled on a little bit, but I think I've covered everything. But if I haven't, I'll probably do another video at some point. So thank you all for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up and leave me a positive comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button, and then that way you can get updated on any videos that I then post, and I would absolutely love it if you could share my YouTube channel with your friends, your family, just so that I can spread this word and spread my life's journey with everybody else. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.